Jets are trash. Well, I think the Dolphins are worse. Anybody? Who's the Dolphins quarterback today now that Tua's out? Is it Teddy Bridgewater? Yeah, Teddy Bridgewater. You know, he was damn good at Louisville and when he was in college. I think that game is up in the Meadowlands of New Jersey. Detroit Lions, father. Dude, I gave up on Detroit Lions a long time ago. In my lifetime, you guys realize I'm 53 years old. I was born in 1969. The Detroit Lions have won one playoff game. One. Seriously, look it up. One playoff game in my lifetime. I believe it was 1990 or 91. They won their division. So they started out the playoffs with a bye week. They won their divisional playoff game, and then they got destroyed by Washington Redskins in the championship game, and then the Redskins went on to win the Super Bowl. So that's my Detroit Lions playoff trivia. One playoff victory in my lifetime. That's terrible. Even Cleveland is better than that. Lionheart says J.J. McCarthy is looking good for Michigan. Yeah, he had one interception yesterday. I would call that a sophomore decision to throw that ball. That was an ill-advised pass. That guy was covered like a blanket, and he tried to fucking jam it in there, and it got picked off. So, whatever. He threw one bad ball, one bad interception. Other than that, he looked great. He did slide. He did take off running and slid once. I think that was smart of him to slide to avoid the hit because we don't have a proven backup right now with Cade McNamara being out. But I looked over the results from last night. It looks like everybody in the top 10 won last night. So the polls should not change. Bama won big. Ohio State won big. Georgia won big. So, I'm looking to see what's going to happen with USC. Is USC a paper tiger, or are they for real? I don't know much about USC. Don't they have a brand new coach? I have such a hard time believing a brand new coach can turn a team into a top 10 team in his first year. So I have a feeling USC is bound to lose a bad game. I mean, they're either 5-0 or 6-0 because that was week 6 yesterday. So, man, if they're 5-0 and 6-0, that's pretty damn good. But I have no idea what the champions, whatever you're talking about. You know, my live stream from yesterday morning, I know a bunch of you guys are going to complain, why are you deleting videos, Jay? Because I got pissed fucking off is why I deleted that live stream from yesterday. Fucking YouTube demonetized it. And I don't think I said anything horrible in that goddamn live stream. I think the only thing they probably flagged me on was when I said the thing that makes stereotypes funny is because they're based on fact. I mean, a lot of people might not agree with that, But take a look at some of your comedians who do that kind of humor. Yeah, YouTube is so politically fucking correct. Someone is advising me to go to Rumble, but you guys know that Swimming with Lake Cressida account? He's starting up a Rumble account, which he told me to give him a shout out, but I don't know why I'm bringing him up, because all he's going to do is try and fuck me with a bunch of my bullshit videos that I wish he wouldn't post. But anyway, I took a look at Rumble, and a lot of people are unhappy with it because you got to download their camera to your devices, which seems kind of fucked up. Why can't you use the camera that's in your phone? Why do you have to have the Rumble camera? Obama or Biden? Question mark. I think President Obama was a much better president than Joe Biden. So if that's not proof right there, then I'm not racist. I don't know what else I can do for you people. I would take Barack Hussein Obama over Joe Biden any day of the fucking week. Biden is fucking clueless. Do the super chats from a demonetized video get taken away too? I'm not really sure of that. That's a great question. What was that comment about? Rumble don't pay 1/10 like YouTube. Is that true? I don't know. Is Lenny a mother? I don't know. Lenny could probably be a birthing person. McCuck is always watching. Yeah, that's true. Oh. I guess I triggered some controversy yesterday saying Lenny has bought and paid for subscribers. How does that work? When you buy subs, are those bots? They're not real people, right? But I'm drinking pre-workout. There's just no way Lenny has 30,000 legitimate followers. Everyone's trying to say, "Oh, Jay, he really built his channel up in the beginning. Then the content went to trash." Give me a fucking break. When was the content of his channel good? Father, did you ever go inside Lenny's bathroom in his old apartment? I'm not sure. I think I pissed out on the weeds behind his shed. Who you got in the Bengals-Ravens game, Father? I kind of like Joe Burrow. I'm not a Cincinnati fan at all, but I like Joe Burrow. I think that dude's kind of a stud. Anybody who transfers away from Ohio State has got a good head on their shoulders. Oh, Father, they demonetized your video because of the T word, what Lenny likes in parentheses. They automatically demonetize a video if that word is said. Okay, I didn't realize I said the T word. Is that how far we've come as a society? we have to call it the T word. That's fucking pathetic. I can't believe. You know, people were calling it, oh, Conor McGregor, 1999. Holy shit. Thanks, Conor. I'm 20 and I grew up watching Delray Misfits content since I was like 14. I always really liked Lenny, but the way he talks about you is hypocritical, and I now have an extremely hard time listening to him. What went wrong? Well, Lenny's probably got the onset of mental illness. And I'm not even joking around. It's no big secret that mental illness runs in his family. Um, and hopefully Lenny gets to a safe place before it fully kicks in. Because if Lenny winds up on the street, he is going to wind up getting shot or stabbed. Because, Lenny's like, what, 6'4"? I think he says he's 6'5", but I don't think so. And even though he's lost all that muscle, he still is an intimidating figure, especially in the homeless community. So imagine Lenny, dirtier and smellier than he is now, living on the streets, foaming at the fucking mouth, confronting you in public, asking for spare change, and he'll suck your cock. Someone's gonna shoot him or stab him. So hopefully Lenny gets the help he needs. Lenny confirmed it, that Aladdin is the one who bought him subs. Okay. I don't know if that's true. I didn't watch Lenny's live stream. I thought it would have been McCuck for sure. I think we can still blame it on McCuck. All right, there's the end of my pre-workout. We're at the 13-minute mark. I think I'm going to go inside and hit chest, shoulder, tricep. I had a decent leg day yesterday. I backed off going any heavier on legs. What was that heavy set I filmed about 2 weeks ago? 300 for like 5 reps, something like that. So I decided to go back to my original plan that I came up with years ago when I first tore my quad tendons. And I was waiting on the power rack to free up. And so I got on the Smith machine just to warm up. And I did a couple of sets of front squats on the Smith machine just to really warm up my quads. And that worked great as a warm up for squats. Doing Smith machine front squats. You want to warm up your goddamn knees. Wow, that's a great warm up. I've never done that before. Well, I have done that before, but not as a warm up. So I got on the squat rack and I started thinking, going heavy today wouldn't be such a good idea because I've never warmed up before squats before with another exercise. I've always done squats fresh. So I decided to do something that I've never really done before. And I decided to do multiple sets of 12 with 225. My initial plan was to do 4 sets of 12 with 225. And I'll tell you what, on that third fucking set, my quads were fucking burning. So I decided to skip the 4th set because you're really not going to